Good morning students. As you know, we are going through chapter number 1, that is life process, and we were doing second life process, that is respiration. We have done respiration in animals or human beings. Now we will deal with the respiration in plants. Respiration in plants happen from the different parts of the plant. They don't have a well defined system as we are having respiratory system. They can respire through their stem, leaves, roots, etc. If in case of roots, you see, oxygen of the soil gets diffused through the root hair and reaches the internal cells for respiration. So by the process of diffusion is movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. So higher means they are present, the oxygen is present in more amount in soil, and then it moves to the roots. So this is how it moves inside the root and then to all the cell of the roots by the process of diffusion. Carbon dioxide, which is already there in the root cell, it will diffuse outside. Again, diffuse means carbon dioxide is present more inside the root, so diffusion will happen. Again, the movement of the molecule from higher concentration to lower. So oxygen is present more outside, so it will diffuse inside. Carbon dioxide as a gaseous waste of the plant is present inside, so it will come outside. So diffusion will happen across the membrane of the root. In waterlogged condition means where a lot of water is present around the roots. Now the soil air becomes deficient in oxygen. In this way, the plant can wither away, it can dry up. So waterlogged condition, excess of water is not good, because when water goes in the root soil spaces, the air comes out. Now if respiration happens through the stem, so same way oxygen from air diffuses into the stem of the young plant through stomata. So young plant I have left here, young plant should also be there. You can write like this, young plant. Here I should have written plant. So if the plant is young or herbaceous plant, if you see it is in herb condition, so oxygen from air diffuses into the stem through stomata. If the plant is not young, it is in the form of a tree, then stem is trunk. So trunk don't have the stomata, they have lenticels, okay, for exchange of gases. The role of lenticel and stomata is same, that is exchange of gases, but lenticels are present in the woody stem and stomata, they are present in young stem and leaves also. Carbon dioxide produced during respiration diffuses out into the air through the same stomata, same way as it happens in the root. This is how lenticels looks like. You can see in the given picture. You must have seen over the woody stem such lenticels are present for the exchange of gases, that is respiration. Oxygen will get inside and carbon dioxide will come out. Respiration in leaves is a well known phenomena. You know, all leaves they have stomata. Under surface of the leaf have more number of stomata as compared to upper surface, because if they are present on the under surface, below surface of the leaf, then this prevents the transpiration loss from the plant, because the leaves they are exposed, the upper surface is exposed to the sunlight. So if more of stomata are present on the lower surface, so it will prevent the loss of water by transpiration. That's why the more of stomata are present on the under surface of the leaf, although they are present on the upper surface also, but proportion wise more are present on the under surface, and this is because to reduce the rate of transpiration. And they respire through stomata. Exchange of respiratory gases in the leaves takes place by the process of diffusion through stomata. Same way it happens if it is a stomata. So because we are talking about respiration, so oxygen will get inside and as a gaseous waste carbon dioxide will come out. And just we have seen in photosynthesis inverse of this, carbon dioxide was getting inside the stomata and oxygen was coming out. That's why we say stomata are important for exchange of gases. It depends upon which process we are talking about. So as a whole we say they are important for exchange of gases, but if it is respiration, oxygen gets inside, carbon dioxide comes out. If it is photosynthesis, inverse of this, that is carbon dioxide gets inside and oxygen comes out. So these are the natural windows of the plant. Stomata are the natural windows of the plant for exchange of gases. Now the important question arises, what is the difference in respiration in plant and animal? So all the plants, all the parts of the plants like roots, stem, leaves, they perform respiration individually. Like in roots, they are respiring by diffusion process. More of oxygen is present in the soil, so it is diffusing out inside, and more of carbon dioxide is present in the root, so it is diffusing out. Same thing happening through in the stem. In stem, one thing is there, if the stem is of young plant, then stomata are present. If the stem is of old plant, then lenticels are present for respiration. And leaves, young or old, all leaves are having stomata for respiration. So all the parts are respiring individually. They don't have a respiratory system like us. So in animals, a single unit respiratory system is present. Then in case of plants, respiration in plants occur at slower rate because their energy requirements are lesser as compared to animals, and in animals it occurs at a much faster rate. Thank you very much. Revise well. Watch all the videos. If you have any doubt, you can utilize weekends for watching the videos once again. Thank you. Keep revising. Be safe.